Today we are taking a look at, or taking a listen at some of the best and most satisfying Star Wars sounds. Sound is such a powerful tool in filmmaking and Star Wars just gets it right. I could talk about this a lot more, but let's just get into the list. Let's get the obvious one out of the way, that being the seismic charge. There's really nothing else to say about this than it's perfect. I could also add here that the Slave One itself also sounds very nice. It's a very recognizable engine hum and you could just fall asleep listening to it. Next up is one that most people probably wouldn't describe as satisfying since it's literally an alarm. I'm of course talking about the Imperial alarm, or more specifically the Death Star alarm. There's something almost haunting about it when you hear it just like that. Now this next one is maybe a bit strange, or at least it's oddly specific. It's the sound of blaster bolts hitting a shield. I can't think of any moments in the films where you would hear this sound, but where you do hear it quite often is in Battlefront 2015. I always have to find a way to bring up that game, don't I? It's a good game. It's a good game. Anyway, just listen to this. Isn't that just glorious? I do have another Battlefront 2015 sound to share with you, and this is a good one. I actually used to have this as my phone's notification sound. It's the thermal imploder. Oh, it's beautiful. I think partly what makes this sound so nice is hearing that sound before the explosion goes off, and then just that loud bang that goes kind of in a wave. Describing sound is clearly not my strong suit. This is slowly turning into a Battlefront 2015 video, but there is another sound that I just have to bring up. The scattergun. Yes, just simply yes. I hope all of you who have never played Battlefront can still appreciate these sounds. But now let's move on to something else. Let's get some more obvious ones out of the way, such as hyperspace. TIE Fighter laser cannon blasts. X-Wing laser cannon blasts. TIE engines. Lightsaber ignition. And lightsaber swing. These are all quite iconic sounds, and that is for a reason. They are all good. Anyway, on the topic of lightsabers, there is one very unique lightsaber that also has a very unique sound. I'm of course talking about the Darksaber. It's like a... You can't really describe it, can you? Either way, very unique and very nice sound. Then we of course have to talk about blasters. There are some that sound very, very nice. And people are going to have different preferences when it comes to blaster sounds, but I have to say that my favorites are the Westar 34s and Westar 35s. They look very different but sound pretty much identical. I think we can all agree that that just has to be the best sounding blaster, right? Or then it's just that I am totally biased towards anything Mandalore related. Next we have speeder bikes. What's there not to love about that? This is just one of those that's just brilliant. Just like every other sound on this list. But imagine the speeder chase from Return of the Jedi with speeders that sounded lame. It just wouldn't be the same. Anyway, Next up we have the AT-ST Walk. I can imagine this being quite a terrifying sound to hear. I don't want to bring up Battlefront 2015 again, but if you've played survival mode, then you probably know what I'm talking about. Then we have two sounds that are distinct to the prequel era. First of all, pod racers. And then the other one is the LAAT. They might be some of the absolute best sounding ships. And actually some other great sounding ships from the prequels would be the Naboo N1 starfighters. Now when I think of it, a lot of the ships in the prequels have very unique and also very nice sounds. Maybe they should all be included on this list. But anyway, we still have two sounds left. The first one being the Imperial probe droid. This is again a very recognizable sound. It's kind of creepy in a way, but still a very good sound. And speaking of droids, I have left the best sound to last. It's arguably the most recognizable Star Wars sound. Even people who have never seen Star Wars will recognize this. It is of course the Gonk droid. Even though this was kind of a joke, it's also kind of not a joke. Definitely a big part of why people love the Gonk droid so much is because of its sound. I mean, it's even called a Gonk droid, so. There is a lot of good sounds that I didn't include in this video, so if you have any other favorite Star Wars sounds, then let me know in the comments. And if you like sounds, then I have just the right video for you to watch next.